Hello, I'm Dane, and this is Dan Explains. AI is a subject that I've covered often on my channel, especially large language models, also known as LLMs. You're probably familiar with the newest one, Deepseek-R1. If you haven't heard about it, I doubt you would have clicked on this video. Deepseek-R1 is both revolutionary and alarming, and not just for the reason you're thinking. Let me explain why. Many people are alarmed by Deepseek-R1 because it was developed in China, and byte for byte, it outperforms other well-known LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok. Previous LLMs required huge data centers to house all of the memory and processing power that it was needed to contain and execute the gigantic LLMs. There was no way anyone who couldn't afford to build a multi-million-dollar data center could afford to run one. Although there are some smaller open models based on Gemini and Llama. Of all the major LLMs that are out there, only Llama, which is created by Meta, open sourced their largest models. Models like ChatGPT are closed, meaning you can't download and run small versions of the model yourself, which is a bit ironic since OpenAI is the creator of ChatGPT. So it's no surprise people jokingly call it closed AI. The issue with these models is that even if they let you download one of their distilled models that you can run on your home computer, its capacity is very limited. So most people don't bother. They just use the web interfaces and APIs that have been made available by the organizations that created the LLMs. For a fee, of course. The funny thing is that in spite of the fact that Deepseek-R1 comes out of China, it's about as open as Llama is. One of the revolutionary things about Deepseek-R1 is that it's so much more resource efficient, you can get the accuracy and speed out of a model you can run on your desktop that would normally require a data center to achieve the same performance. In fact, I'm running the 32 billion parameter model, which is the second largest model, on my own computer, right now. And I only have a mid-tier computer for modern standards, and just a budget NVIDIA RTX 3060 GPU. It does run pretty slow, just slow enough that you can keep up reading the processes that you just input. Its output seems on par with major LLMs, in spite of the fact that it runs on my desktop. Although the 14 billion parameter model is much faster and almost just as good as the 32 billion parameter model, even though it's way smaller. To run the largest Deepseek-R1 model, you would need a top-of-the-line computer. And oh, I would only run Deepseek-R1 on my own computer. I wouldn't use the portal or any app created by the DeepSeek team. They are required by law to share their data with the Chinese government. The reason why Deepseek-R1 is so efficient is the design of its neural net. Its neural net is compartmentalized, with different parts that are good at different things, with an additional one that directs which one will handle the response, meaning it can handle tasks more efficiently, utilizing only the resources that are needed for that one process, rather than the whole model at once. That is one of the keys to its small size. Now, what makes it so alarming to me isn't that the Chinese are outdoing the US when it comes to LLMs. It's the logic of the model itself. I've gone over how LLMs work in past videos, but I'll give you a quick overview here. Unlike what most people probably assume, their output is relative. Similar to how you automatically wince when you see someone is about to slap you in the face. You didn't need to process the input to react. Your eyes see something heading towards your face. The moment that visual reached your brain, it bypassed the higher brain and sent the signal directly to the face to tense up to prepare for impact. This is similar to how most LLMs work, and one of the reasons why they require so much training. It takes a long time for a human to learn something so well that it becomes a knee-jerk reaction, which is similar to how these large LLMs work. Basically, LLMs can't think. They have no internal thought process. They are this way because of their structure and how they were trained. They are trained to predict the correct response based on a given input. Well, that's one of the things that makes Deepseek-R1 different, and what makes it so good. It can think. In fact, if you run it on your own computer, like I am, you can see its thoughts. It processes them first and wraps them in an XML-like tag called think. Only after it finishes thinking does it produce an output. Now, Deepseek-R1 still lacks the most major thing it needs to truly be able to have thoughts, and that's randomness. Like all LLMs, it uses a pseudo-random seed to make the output look more organic. However, with the same input, or series of inputs, and seeds, it will always produce the exact same outputs, just like any other LLM. So Deepseek-R1 is a step towards real AI agency. But there's still a ways to go. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, and other topics ranging from theology to science, please press the like button. Subscribe to my channel and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon to get extra content and special perks. Link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.